Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, where we decode those thick financial documents so you don't have to. Today we are looking at BlackRock Monticello Debt Real Estate Investment Trust and their latest report. And let's just say the numbers might have you seeing double, or at least seeing the same number twice. Before we dive in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more simple breakdowns of complex corporate filings. And if you want to chat with us and other finance enthusiasts, you can find our Discord community linked in the description below. Now let's get into it. Alright, so what we have here is a filing from BlackRock Monticello Debt Real Estate Investment Trust. Now, investment trust sounds fancy, but basically this is a company that pools money from different investors to buy and manage real estate debt. Think of them as being in the business of lending money to real estate projects and collecting interest. This particular report is an 8K filing, which is a way for companies to announce major events that shareholders should know about right away. The big news in this report is all about how much money they are giving back to their investors, which they call shareholders. On the 28th of November 2025, the company declared distributions for its common shares. Distributions are basically payouts, like dividends, but for investment trusts. They declared a distribution of 19 cents and 27 hundredths of a cent per S-share for their Class F I-common shares. Now, the funny thing here is that there is a shareholder servicing fee, which is like a small charge for services. But for this class of shares, that fee was zero. So the net amount shareholders received was exactly the same as the gross distribution, 19 cents and 27 hundredths of a cent per S-share. They did the same for their Class E common shares. A gross distribution of 19 cents and 27 hundredths of a cent per S-share, zero shareholder servicing fee, and therefore a net distribution of exactly 19 cents and 27 hundredths of a cent per S-share. So for both of these share classes, investors are getting the same amount back from the company. These payments were set to be made around the 19th of December 2025 to anyone who owned shares by the end of the 28th of November 2025. Investors could choose to get this money as cash or have it automatically reinvested back into buying more shares of the company. This report was signed by Barry W. Zarvis Jr., who is the Chief Financial Officer. That is the person in charge of the company's money, so it makes sense he would sign off on announcing how the money is being distributed. Now, let's put on our investor hats and think about what this actually means. BlackRock Monticello Debt Real Estate Investment Trust is telling us they are profitable enough to pay out money to their investors. This is a good sign. Generally, they're generating income from their investments in real estate debt and they're distributing that income. The fact that the shareholder servicing fee is zero for these classes is also a nice little bonus for investors, meaning more of the distributed amount actually lands in their pockets. However, this report doesn't give us a deep dive into the overall financial health of the company, like the total assets, liabilities, or profits over a longer period. It is purely focused on the latest distribution announcements. To truly understand the company's performance, we'd need to look at their more comprehensive reports, like their quarterly or annual filings, which would provide a lot more financial detail. But based on this 8K, the story is simple. The company is making enough money from its real estate debt investments to make regular payouts to its shareholders, and for these particular share classes, the entire declared amount is being passed through without reduction for fees. It indicates a stable, income-generating business model, at least for the period covered by this announcement. So, what is our verdict on BlackRock Monticello Debt Real Estate Investment Trust based on this snapshot? It looks like they are functioning as intended, taking investor money, investing it in debt, and returning earnings. The zero servicing fee on these specific classes is a positive note for investors, offering a straightforward pass through of income. However, this is just one small piece of the puzzle. Without seeing broader financial statements that show revenue growth, debt levels, and overall profit margins, it is hard to say if this is a stellar investment or just a moderately performing one. The key takeaway here is that they are currently in a distribution phase, which is what you want to see from an income-focused trust. What are your thoughts on these distributions? Do you invest in real estate debt funds? Let us know your opinions in the comments below. If you found this breakdown helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more. And don't forget to join our community Discord, the link is in the description. Thanks for tuning in to Corporate Decoder.